headshot. Drag it for him! Ah! Oh my... Okay, damn. Oh, damn. Alright, that...
Hello everyone, my name is Joel, and welcome to my Terror Realm review. Now, if you're a newcomer, you might be wondering, why are you doing a review, as this is not what you usually do? Well, to put it simply, I think Terror Realm needs to be discussed about. Sure, it may have just been released, but this is probably the one asym that has divided a lot of people with how they think about the game. And I feel like I should discuss how I feel about it. Now, things I like about Terror Realm is I like the atmosphere of it. I like the map design, and I find all the characters to be very unique, and you know, it's very pretty compared to a stupid, blocky retro style that like most asyms follow because it's the easiest. I also find the game very fluid. It's not that fast paced, but at the same time, it's not something that's slow. To me, it kinda is like a better Doom by Fate. No hate to Doom by Fate. That's for a different video, probably. But the game is way too fast and chaotic. So, this feels like a good alternative or middle ground in between this. I also find each survivor, so far that we have access to, very fun to play. Rocketeer being a very fun long-range sentinel and being very helpful with a team. Wando forcing you to be up and close with the killer and having some very powerful abilities if used right.
Charging. Oh, not charging.
I tried hitting it with my rush, it did not work.
Bloom, probably my favorite supports ever in any asym game. Now, that's saying something because I've seen a lot of people not like how Bloom plays, and to that I say, why? Bloom literally makes you active in the game. Instead of being a stupid alien that hides in a corner and then just rushes down in the middle of the map trying to find someone that needs help, and then giving them a one heal pizza and then just running off. You're actually very more engaged. And not only that, but she isn't even completely useless on her own, as she has an ability to help herself or her team. And in Nexus community, probably one of the more unique asym characters I've seen. Almost like a Jester role from, you know... Yeah, come get some, you frick! He's very fun to use, a little chaotic and confusing, but I've managed to actually make him quite work. Now, those are the reasons why I like Terror Realm. Now let's get to the ugly.
That's how you play him. Damn.
You step it up!
Let's just get it out with. Yeah, the balancing is very questionable. Survivors definitely have an easier time winning than killers. Especially with Rocketeer. That man can just spam his rockets. And I thought they did a poll to increase his cooldowns, but they didn't do that, I guess. But I don't know. They need to fix that. They need to fix Sentinel stacking because that ain't fun. It doesn't help that there's not like a survivalist role for now. So it's either you be a support or you be a sentinel. And most of the time, a lot of people are going to be a sentinel because that's the more fun role to play in an asym. Now, this is very, very debatable, but to me, I find killers boring. I don't know. Right now, it seems that the roster is just I don't know. Hey, Editor Joel here. When I'm talking about the roster, I'm talking mainly about Draco Bloxer and Bloody Mary. Honestly, Guess 666 is fine how he is. He's too complicated for me personally, but the other two are. I mean, it works, but I just.
Dude, I gotta get
It doesn't feel right. Like, it feels like I've seen all this familiar. And I know there are some people that say that, it doesn't need to be special, Terror Realm, and that, like, it just has to be good, it has to feel good to play and stuff like that. But the thing is, asym genre has been going on for a long while. And considering people have been waiting for Terror Realm for at least a year, people will be disappointed. And, people will think, hey, we thought you'd be more. That's why this debate is controversial and divided. Next, oh god, I hate having to bring this up, but it's the hitboxes. I swear to god, I'm not even gonna re-emphasize this. If you want to just go on Twitter and just look up Terror Realm hitboxes and you just see everyone just explode about it. And yeah, that's all. Now, a big thing I do have to say is, for a PTB, I get why there's so little content, but at the same time, I feel like this was kind of overhyped a bit too much. Like, and I'm sorry to say this, but I have to bring this guy into fruition, Mr. Sharky Leo. No hate to the guy, but this guy was the main guy that completely got Terror Realm into the eyes of a lot of people. And what caused a lot of people to have high expectations for this game. Especially with his praising and stuff, and the fact that he's actually on the team, I think, if I remember correctly. Don't quote me on that though. Now, I don't blame people for getting hyped, especially with a game that looks this good and has taken quite a long time to come out. But that's the thing. When people came into this PTB, they were expecting, a lot of results. And it just felt like there wasn't anything. And I don't want to blame the developers. I know it probably took them a long time to finish the systems. I mean, I've seen how game creation is. I have people who do game coding, and it's a living nightmare sometimes. But it's just, at the same, you can't blame people for, liking it, and it's their own opinion. But at the same time, you can't blame people for not liking it and feeling like, they were robbed of hype. And it was just a glaze central. And it was just a glaze central. Now, what are some things I think Terror Realm should do? I think the balancing definitely needs to work around. I am disappointed that a game with this high expectations still had some problems, even though they were given plenty enough time to fix things up. Now, I don't like blaming the testers. Then again, I did that a lot in Outcome Memories. But, come on. I know balancing is a hard thing, but it needs to be a priority. Next, hopefully, and hopefully not, the roster needs to be expanded. And I would say maybe Draco Bloxer and Bloody Mary could get a change up in movesets because they feel too similar, but whatever. But to me, they need to work on getting content out soon after release, because people are sick and tired of having to wait a very long time for shit. I mean, look at Forsaken. It rarely updates. Any of the people that, are actually smart and have lives and actually are functioning normal human beings that don't support pedos, they are tired with how long the game updates. And what, the most recent update is going to be Jane Doe, and that's it? Really? Cool. Nice. And so it needs to be definitely worked on. And I do think they can definitely cook with this. They already have a roster completed with a lot of unique characters. Like, I think this is one of his biggest points of Terror Realm, is that it is very, very different in terms of character roster. I mean, obviously there's Cool Kid and yes, 666, but there's no John Doe, There's no 1x. Actually, no, 1x is survivor. I take that back. But like, there's a lot of unique OC characters, and that fits this game. So I hope they can do that. And now, this is my personal gripe, but to me, I feel like there needs to be tasks. I'm sorry, but I'm tired of having to play asyms that is all just survive. I get it, it's very simple, and adding tasks is hard. It's why Pillar Chase Recode is so different compared to Precode, is because the tasks got completely revamped in how they work and act. But running away from the killer with your team can get old pretty fast, and I think that objectives can actually really help with the game being unique, with having unique different objectives compared to most asyms. But also, it adds another thing to do, because I swear, I hate when there's not a second objective to do. At least something to lower the timer, or to get better rewards, or something. It's why I don't like Die of Death, and don't find it fun compared to most people. All it is literally just running away. That and the maps. I fucking hate the maps, god damn it. But that's for another day, when I totally make a Die of Death review. Totally. Anywho, that's my Terror Realm review. Pretty short, simple, and sweet. And I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, don't be bullying the devs. I get that a lot of people are pissed, and I get that a lot of people are pissed, and a lot of people are not accepting the fact that this game's not perfect. This game needs attention to it, and I don't want it to die. We've waited so long for something, and you can tell there's a lot of love into it, and I want it to succeed, but it needs time, and whether or not the developers do well with that time, that's up to them. And so for my final verdict, I give Terror Realm a 6.5. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. This probably won't be the last time I do something like this. I actually like talking a lot about games, especially to review them and give my own opinion and see if anyone else agrees. But yeah, but please be respectful and be civil to wherever you are. And yeah, have a good day, and I'll see you on the next time.
Like, how is that hitting me? I'm so far away from that.
It's charging.
I don't know how that hit me. It went right through me on my screen.
Yeah, same.
Oh no! LMS Rocketeer has a 30-second cooldown. Regular game is still just 15 or 17 seconds, but LMS it gets a 30.
What the fuck?
So why are we getting nerfed in LMS? I don't know, I kind of feel like you should get rewarded.
This guy's whiffing these charges.
Oh, I missed.
Dude, he almost hit
Jeez.
you again. I don't like the full turn control. That is